Hi Star Babies, welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to film a long-awaited video. Hopefully the audio isn't too bad. I am currently still trying to mess around with my lighting, my audio, my filming setup. Today is the long-awaited video about the shitty times about being an esthetician. I have filmed this three times now. I want to say everything, but I also have to be careful with what I say and how I say it to not get in trouble. I also want to just say as much as I can possibly say to you guys. Plus my dogs keep barking and it's just been a mess. This is the last time I'm doing this, so this is a money shot. So we're going to talk about topics that you guys have brought up as well as topics that I've been through myself. So we're going to get a nice little mix here, okay? Disclaimer here, I'm not saying that all employers are like this. I'm saying this could possibly happen to you. I'm not saying this is going to happen to you. I'm just saying this has happened to me and to other of you people out there. So, disclaimer. So the first topic is being overworked. Being overworked. So working 8-hour shifts, you know, that's a thing. Full time, we gotta make that bread. However, you should have 1 hour break, lunch break, to be enough for you to recharge yourself through those 8 hours. Or else you'll definitely get extremely tired, trust me, because that was me. You think you're not gonna get tired, you think you're like unstoppable in the beginning, especially if you're a newbie out there in the esthetician world and you're fresh, you're recharged, you're ready to go and like pop all those pimples. It's a thing, trust me. That's how I was until my back started hurting and I was just a mess and grumpy all the time. There will be some employers that will try their best to be like, oh, you gotta hurry up or we're short staffed, we have people waiting. Don't let them step all over you. Try to stand your guard. Let them know that that's kind of unacceptable, that you need your 1 hour lunch break. You need at least a 15-minute break if you have a 30-minute lunch. You need to rest, you need to recharge, not only for yourself, but it's also for the comfort of the clients, so the client's not dealing with a grumpy esthetician, so you can give your best service that you need to give to your clients. When you have good service, you have a happy customer. They tip very nicely. It's meant to be. I have notes here, so if you see me looking over here, what I'm looking at. So that also leads me into working overtime. You need to be paid overtime for working overtime. I know that kind of sounds silly, but some people don't know that. Naive little girls. I'm here to tell you if you didn't know that. Don't come for me in the comments, but in my head I thought my employer would never do me wrong. They're management. They should know. They are doing stuff in my best interest because they're paying me. That's not necessarily the case. Sometimes there's employers out there that will try to make more money and cut their employees short. So I'm here to tell you, be careful. Which leads me into my next point, which is not being contemplated? Which leads me into my next point, not being why do I keep saying contemplated? Which leads me into my next point, not being compensated correctly. An esthetician shouldn't be making $10 an hour or less. $9.50. The minimum wage is $10.50. Minimum wage is not an option. Okay, well maybe it is for some of you. It was for me. I decided that it was okay for someone to pay me $10.50 an hour to be an esthetician and to do like all the esthetician duties because, you know, I needed work and it was, don't do it. You went to school, you're good at what you do, and you should be paid more than $10.50 an hour. You need the job, by all means take it. I needed the job. You do have to pay your dues, but if you've been doing it for like 3 years, do not settle for $10.50 an hour. Be smart and know your worth. The next part that I'm going to speak about is how to avoid shady places of employment. I'm talking, they don't have their license, not everyone has a state board license, checks aren't going through, direct deposit isn't working. Yeah, this is a real thing, okay? I am not gonna say who I worked for. I've worked for a lot of places, some which I've decided to share on the internet and some where I kept shh. This has happened to me before. I go into an interview and they say I'll get paid this much hourly, 20 bucks hourly. I was down. I was like, cool, 20 bucks hourly full time. That's okay. That's pretty good. I say I'm down to work there and then I finished my first week They still haven't set up my direct deposit yet. After that, I had asked like, okay, it's been 2 weeks, when do I get paid? Like, I need money to get gas to come here. They gave me a paper and to set it all up with my bank, I guess. It made sense. And then I worked Monday through Friday and I got off at 6, so all the banks were closed. So I had to wait till Saturday, which there was only one bank that was open on Saturday mornings, which was across town. Finally got there, set it up, was ready to turn it in on Monday, and then was like, oh, we'll save it for next week, here's your check. And then my check didn't add up to $20 an hour work. And I was like, huh. I had asked like, oh, I think my check is wrong. My manager told me, no, you're getting paid $15 an hour. And then I told my manager, I had asked for 20 and you said it was okay. And my manager told me, no, I didn't ask for 20. The person told me I have it written down. That was like, I had nothing to back it up, but obviously I had asked for 20, so that was my bad. Also with that employer, they had asked me to do a bunch of things that weren't on my job description. So I had to do duties of not an esthetician, but of not an esthetician. I had to do the jobs and duties of a massage therapist. But I mean, it was cool. That's where I learned that the whole set break times things should be a thing. But that didn't change till like a few weeks before I left, so it was too late for that. So if an employer kind of has a shady beginning from the get-go, you probably shouldn't work there. And if you happen to walk by and see the licenses posted don't have an expiration date, that's also a sign of concern. And if the manager is working there with their family member and the family member isn't licensed, that's also a sign of concern. But if you just gotta open your eyes, and if things seem shady, you can also get in trouble, so you might want to not work there. 2 more things. 70-30 isn't good commission. Putting it out there, meaning you get 30% of a commission. Don't do that. If you ask for something or you discuss something during interviews, always stick to your gun and don't let them change your mind last minute. You can leave whenever you want. You're not tied down to anybody as far as employment, unless you sign a contract. But if there's no contract, you can leave whenever you want. I hope this video helps. And if you have any questions, you can always feel free to message me, like always. Basically, what I want you to take away from this video is don't let yourself get stepped on. Good luck out there with the crazy life of being an esthetician, I guess. Not everything is what it is. People out there in the beauty industry are shady as heck. People will take advantage of you. People will try to take money from you. People will try to steal your clients. People will tell other clients bad stuff about you. People will badmouth you on the internet. People will be evil. But that's what it is. I hope this video helped. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!